Welcome to the Primitive Lifeways channel. Today we are going to discuss an extremely useful plant called bear grass. So stick around, I'll be right back with you. Back before we get into the food property of this plant, I want to discuss how we can utilize this as a tool, because bear grass can really come in handy. The Yavapai in this area used it back in traditional times, and they still do in many cases to modern day. So the first thing is, you'll see that we have nice long slender leaves on this bear grass, and this is extremely fibrous. So much like Mojave yucca, which I covered before in a previous video, we can utilize this to make rope. Any task that we see rope to be effective in the field, this is an excellent source to resort to. We can pound the leaves down, separate and comb the fiber, twist it or even braid it. It makes a nice, strong, durable rope. The Yavapai would incorporate bear grass into their baskets. And then moving on to the root does contain saponin, so we can make a soap out of it. Now finally, we can utilize this center stalk. This is the heart of the plant, and this is useful in all stages of development. But what I like to do is I like to wait for this to season. And here's an example of a seasoned bear grass stalk. You can see it's changed colors. It's this nice tannish kind of brown color. And I'll use it for primitive fire. This is a nice soft wood. So for the bow drill, the hand drill, for a hearth board or a spindle, it'll work and it'll generate a coal fairly quick. So I'll tell you folks, there are some plant books out there, not all, that'll list the roots of bear grass being edible. I've tried many different ways of preparation, and what I find is it tends to irritate my stomach, so I avoid them. However, the Native Americans would traditionally gather the young hearts or the young stalks of this plant. They would pit roast them and consume them as a food source.